you off.
Welcome on the show. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Hanging Out with Temi. This segment, you can see us. Where is my hand? Oh, yeah. We are all back together, and it's amazing. It's wonderful to be here. Thank you for what we've done. So, we've disappointed. We haven't been on,
But
right?
we tried.
But we tried. We tried to be on. And initially it was Heidi that was away, so let us start to release it. Heidi was away, and then I was away. So
And then I went as
And then, yes, Liz.
I was told,
Yes.
and then Liz went to Sydney.
Yeah.
That's why she's got all the hair crazy going on. But we're back together, and it's always good to be back together. It's like we saw ourselves like,
Yeah.
like we've missed ourselves so badly. It's good to be back. It's been amazing. So let us share with you what is been happening to us, and let us know what has been happening. Someone is already commenting. Ah. Looking good, ladies. Glad you're back. Thank you, Adekali. Yeah, we're happy to be back. But it's been amazing. It's been amazing. We didn't know you were going to go to Sydney.
Yes, it
Yes.
was very impromptu. It's a conference, women's conference, and that's what I mean.
That was
go
what
and be a part of it. So yeah,
I saw that. That was powerful,
It
wasn't
was
it?
good.
Oh, so
It
that
was
was the
good.
Sydney
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were talking about a godly woman with a good heart.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's not good enough to be woman. It's not good enough to be godly. It's a godly woman with
a good heart.
a good heart.
Do you know, I was commenting on Abby's birthday because it was Abby's birthday. Happy birthday, Abby.
Yeah.
It was a birthday, and I said, a kind-hearted woman and a good. It just came.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We need to be looking at that. Good
Yeah.
heart is very important for women.
I actually agree. Good
Mhm.
heart is very important.
Yeah.
Good heart is very important. I agree. Wow. Good on you.
Inspired.
Lovely.
I'm quite inspired.
That's so good. Was it a free or paid conference?
It was paid.
Right.
Yes, it was paid.
And quite a number of ladies were there.
Lots of
I
women.
saw
think there
that.
were about 100 women there. You know.
Must take us next time.
well.
Must take us.
Yes.
And Heidi was trying to tell us, two weeks ago, about your holiday to Mexico.
So yeah, my first time to Mexico, and my first time away actually from my life, and like I left the girls and I left everything and the business
That's
and everything. and I
major.
went.
That's
Major.
major. Heidi was
Yes,
that.
To leave the
That
girls.
was big.
That's big.
That wasn't very easy. And the thing is, when I went to the retreat, it was a meditation and educational retreat. I actually didn't get much out of it, and for the simple reason that my consciousness level has just transformed and changed in so many different ways.
Good.
So I'm glad that
Good.
I got this confirmation. It's I'm very grateful for it. It's just like $8,000 later and 2 weeks of work and without the girls. I did enjoy Mexico. The weather was amazing. The nature was beautiful. And I'm very grateful for it. The experience was amazing. Yeah. And this is how it was.
Oh, darling.
Well, I like the way you always take things ID, like you go with open heart, and you still take advantage of the nature and the weather and whatever. But you see, sometimes some of these conferences, I'm always cautious, because me too, I've been into few, and I just spend so much money, and you spend so much time. I'm like, everything they're saying, I already passed this. I already know. Like, I need something fresh, something different.
Yeah.
And it could be something small as good heart, but sometimes you just know that They put all of you in the same basket, and they might be talking to you like you're novice, because this is meditation. This is specific, and I think it has to be specific to individual, because you're already advanced at some level. And so I'm always very cautious, because sometimes it just takes spend so much money and everything, and I don't like to lose, especially time. I think time is very, very important. Time is something that you cannot buy back. Money you can get, but that time is precious, and I don't like to waste my time at all.
That's
Very
true.
bad.
That's true. Yeah.
But thank God for you, for your heart, and God will bless you, because we, as a woman, as human, we need to keep building ourselves, really.
Yes.
And you don't know when you're going to receive it. So that's why sometimes you try and just risk it and see what you get. But yeah.
And I think this was good for Heidi, actually, because Heidi needed that confirmation. Number one, to be away from the girls.
At least, yes.
That's a thing, right?
That's the thing.
Yeah, I think that's
a
worth
breakthrough.
paying any price for.
That's a
so true.
breakthrough.
And number two, for you to realize, really, among so many people, even some of them facilitators of this conferences or gatherings, for you to realize that you are above that level.
A lot of times, yes.
That's really a good realization, Heidi. Good on you.
Yeah, that is so
really
true.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I'm actually, comprehending, because I keep thinking about that experience, is that so much to do with expectations. I had so much expectations going there. Like
right.
if I read you my intentions,
wow.
I wrote like a whole document about my intentions going there in the airplane.
An expectation.
And then and their intentions and their expectations and all of that. And then I get there and I'm like, I'm not gonna tick one box.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tick one box.
Wow. Yeah, they might say the first day all of you be bonding together, and then you'll go for lunch, and then you go for afternoon tea, and then they talk blah blah blah. The whole day is gone talking what is not relevant to you, all these things. But yeah, I had an idea.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Let's talk about you.
Let's talk about you, baby. Let's talk about me. I was going to go to Nigeria with apprehension. You all know.
Yeah. Sure.
I didn't know if I was gonna go. I didn't know if I wasn't gonna go. I had so much confusion. I was thinking, what would my father say, really? I think that was the main. I was focused on what would my father say if he's here. Like they're saying they're killing people, they're doing this, they're doing that. Why do you want to go there for what? Am I trying to do this for my own, to please my own self gratification, or is it for my father? So this contemplation was going on in my head. But alas, I got there. To the glory of God, I'm here. I was not kidnapped.
Thank God for that.
Thank you, God. All went extremely well. And but however, we had tons of police officers, like 2 trucks, like 5 soldiers in one, 5 police in another. Every day, they sleep with us. Every day.
Oh my!
All through my stay in Nigeria.
Wow.
But I tell you what, they're not the one that protected us. It was God that protected us. Number one. Number two, I will say this, and some people will come out and say, oh, just thank God. I thank God, but I think the narrative that is going around might not be as bad as it's projected. It might not be as bad as it's projected, because everybody was living normal. They were walking normal. I mean, 1 o'clock in the morning, the whole street was still full, like full. I don't know if I have videos. I have.
You mean it's still full of people?
Full of people. Oh, wow. So it's not.
Yeah,
it's
like
not that.
like that.
Exactly. So, but I thought maybe people would be hiding, would be running away. And it wasn't as bad as it's projected. And I'm thinking, one thought came to my mind that maybe the people back home, they're making these stories up to scare us from coming. So the cake can just be enough for them to share.
Goodness. Oh no!
I don't know where that came from, but that was the thought that came to me. Do they want to lock us out so that they can just eat the cake? But it wasn't as bad as as I was anticipating. And I thank God the funeral was fantastic. But a lot of highlights. I don't even know. People were asking me, what if we're gonna break? And I will show you a couple of things that.
Okay.
Okay, we'll be back. Guys, welcome back. The bottle is gone. It's 000 bottle that Liz brought for us to just launch our union again, and it's zero. Okay, it's not nothing. Yeah. But before I was talking about, I've got a photo to show us.
Yes.
The some of the military. See, so this is how they guide us for all through our times. But we had the trucks with us. Trucks.
Was
with
it
them.
necessary?
See, on the eyesight, if you ask me, I would say maybe not necessary, but people say some because they put in a siren and that maybe that deter them from coming to us also.
Okay.
But it's funny because one of my cousins, one of my friends heard on the radio of the funeral. So she sent somebody to my father's house to check that if Temi is around because he heard. And the person she sent to my house went back to my friend and said I couldn't go near her because of the amount of military.
Oh.
Went back to another suburb where they came from to go and tell my friend, sorry, I couldn't see Temi because of the police that was on.
Oh, wow.
What is that? But anyway,
Mm.
I don't know. One other thing though that they did was if when we're traveling, when there's traffic, so one van will be behind us, one van will be and clear the road for us.
Yeah.
They were clearing all the road, so maybe that was fine. So that was Shade in Nigeria. So she's glowing, and that was this was Botswana. That's another story.
That's
Yeah.
Big Daddy.
That's Big Daddy.
Wow.
That's Big Daddy. So on our way back from Nigeria, we stopped in Botswana
Mm.
to see where Big Daddy was. My brother-in-law.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was amazing. We have videos of everything. Everybody was there except one. That was in Namibia. I never remember where she is. Somewhere in Namibia. No, she'll kill me. Never mind.
Oh, that's Midi.
That's Midi had a ball. Midi wasn't going to come back.
Are you serious?
The moment we landed, she said, I'm miserable. I'm back again. I don't want to come.
Oh.
Midi was on the street, was just having fun everywhere. In fact, I took her to the market like biggest market in Lagos, and she was walking. Everybody was moving, they move, they touch it, she doesn't even care. She was doing like this with her gumboot, but her gumboot gave her away because it was going to rain. So I said, "Where the gumboot?" Because the place will be muddy. So there wasn't any rain. They were looking at her walking. Like, she's strange. Who is this for her? And she's walking with her skinny legs like this. So people were looking at her. But the funny thing we did was that the beggars on the street. We have some people, they put their kids on the street to ask for money. And sometimes I say to the media in the market, I say, Miri, you should go ahead of me so I can see you going and make sure you're safe. And sometimes if it's too busy, I'll say, go to back like the police did. Go behind me so I can clear the road. But this time she was behind me and I was going fast because you need to walk fast. Don't show that you're slow or something.
Oh, tactic for it.
Exactly. So I was walking fast and I looked back, I saw Miri behind me far. Some little beggars, like 5-year-old kids, were holding his legs. Another boy was holding her hand. And Midi was like, oh, so sweet. Oh. And I'm like, Midi, no. They're not sweet. They don't do sweet. Come on, let's. It was so funny. Let's go. But this girl here, I looked after this girl when she was born. And I have not seen her since 1977. She's married with 3 children. She's doing really well. We went to her office. I think this was her office. Actually, she works with one of the banks. She's doing amazingly well. And the mother is the last born of my father's sister. the baby sister to my, that's the mother. But I talked to the mother, she's married and she's gone. But this time I saw, I was so happy. I never miss that girl again. And then what have I got? So we went to celebration. It's do you know Fela? He's the father of, is reggae? Afrobeat. Afrobeat is like reggae, but it's Afrobeat, one of the biggest all over the world. Anyway, his name is Fela. So this was his shrine.
Okay.
We went to his shrine. Okay, these are my husband's friend. This one is the who's who in Nigeria, the stock exchange director of the whole Nigeria, and this one is so some big guys. They took us to the club, whatever, and we saw this girl. Went and say hello to her. We had lunch. This is Mariah. You know the video that I used to show you that they do in Nigeria, like hanging out with Temi. TV,
Yes.
That's the director,
Okay.
the anchor of the show. It was our show actually. She was the director, and then she's holding it and she's managing it.
Do you have videos?
Oh, there's videos. Okay.
Let's go.
This was us at church. That was church. This is Shola there at the church with our godfather. This is Deba. All right, let me show you videos. I think I have a couple of videos somewhere.
We go on a break, shouldn't we?
Let's do that. I think we should really. Well, we go on a quick break while we're looking for the videos, and we'll be back. The boy is still hanging up there. Welcome back on the show. I'm talking about Nigeria, the experience, what we did, where we've been, elder sister there. Let's find another video. So that was at the night party where we danced. They will call every child, and every child will come with a crowd, and they will come and dance. Like go to the next one. Which one is this? Papa and dear Father, oh. that is it. I think we're gonna go on a quick break and we'll be back to talk more about Nigeria and funeral or parties in Nigeria. Be back. Yes, welcome back. That is, we've got quite a lot of videos,
Okay.
but it's long.
Mhm.
A friend of mine, who is the production director of Channel 10, came with the crew and they video everything and they recorded everything. So we're gonna have to break them into portions so it's not too long for people
Okay.
to watch. So that will come shortly. But I had lot and lot of fun.
That's good.
Like you
That's
never
it.
believe it.
Yeah.
That's the major thing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always good to go home. You connect with your people, you
Mm.
connect with the roots, you
Mm.
connect with
Mm.
culture,
Mm.
and you come back like complete.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's that satisfaction, that settlement that happens on the
Yeah.
inside. How do you feel?
I feel I feel like I've never been home for a long time
Yeah.
because I kept on catching myself. I'm like, I was home in 2018,
Okay.
but I felt like I've never been home for a long time. This time it's different.
Yes.
Maybe because I saw quite a lot of my family members and the ones that I haven't seen for so long, and they're all doing well and they all look well. And I'm like,
Wow.
wow,
That's so good.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy to see a whole lot of them.
Yeah.
And they were too happy to see me, like, oh, so that is good. That's really good. I thought, I was gonna be miserable because my brother wasn't there. Because if my brother was there, I would have been more spoiled, like relaxed. But then I went with tight, very tight, uptight, thinking, oh, they're gonna do something reachable, they're gonna ask me for something, or they're gonna, but nothing like that. Nothing like that. Yeah.
Mm.
But I must say, I really would like to thank some of my friends and family. Oh my gosh, they done everything.
Mm.
They did everything. I'm like, what? I didn't have to do anything.
Mm.
I didn't even
That
have
is
to
so
spend a lot
good.
of money.
Mm.
Truly, I'm very serious.
Yeah.
They did a
That's
whole lot of things, and everything was fantastic. My father looked really good because they told us that if we put him in a mortuary, I don't know if I said that, they have grades.
Mm.
If you don't put him in the top grade, you're not gonna know whether it was a man or woman or color.
Oh.
So I didn't
Okay.
even know that. They said that's the thing. But if you
Wow.
pay a little bit more money, it's gonna remain fresh and everything, like exactly how it looked.
Over time, yeah.
Yeah, it looked very, very good.
Yeah.
So that was something. Yeah.
And the journey was good.
The
Flight
the
and all
flight
that.
was good
Yeah.
to everywhere until we were coming back.
Mm.
When we were coming back 2 days ago, the turbulence, it was continuous, like for so long. I was just saying, Father, is there anyone that I'm having grudges for? I released them. Well, I later discovered that hardly would any plane even crash with turbulence. Do you know that? That turbulence, it does not, go and research it because we looked at it. It does not result in crash.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, it will not. Never. Maybe one out of millions or something. So it does not cause it. So whenever it's turbulent, don't worry. Don't think it was going to crash. No. You will feel this discomfort, but there's nothing. Because I was like, is this pilot going to say something? Where are we heading to right now? But yeah, it was good. It was good. Botswana was good as well. Everything was very, very smooth. But coming back, I need to say this. Coming back, landing in Australia, they seized my locust beans. Locust bean is like a spice. It's like oyster sauce once it's blended. But because they had the word beans, they thought it was beans that you can replant or grow or with beetroots or with weevils. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It's not beans. It's the traditional name is African locust beans.
Yes.
So they took it. So I had a bit of, you know me, I go with them. I'm like, nah. So I got in. I went there. I sat like some close to the floor. There's a little rail. So I sat on the rail and I said, if you think I was gonna leave and part with this local, you're gonna be kidding me. Go and call them with your senior officers. And I'm not going because I started the process of fighting the way they throw all our things away. If I tell you this is my food, and I actually tasted it there with them, I said, listen, I'm eating it. It's cooked, it's done, it's very good. I mean, they said, the fact that you eat it doesn't matter, it's got weevils. This is ignorant because this doesn't have weevils. It's not the weevil, it's not beans. It's not beans, and it's been cooked. The policy says the beans, even if it's a beans, it has to be cooked for 3 minutes. This has been cooked for 35 to 40 minutes. And there's a declaration, there's a clearance. I gave them all the papers. And then they said, well, so this went for a long time, like for 2 hours. I wasn't getting out of the airport. So I held them.
Serious?
I held them hostage.
Oh.
We're gonna be here together because I'm not throwing. And you can't throw that away. I've been taking it from Nigeria to Botswana to South Africa, everywhere for how many days now? You want to throw it away? No. So eventually they said, okay, you can take it, but not through this channel.
How?
So I said, so how? They said, no, you probably need to get an agent who's going to clear it. And I said, so fine. Put it in your store, do whatever you want to do, but you're not throwing it away. Otherwise, I'm not living here. We're going to be here till kingdom come. So they now say, okay, pay $30. We put it in storage. You have a couple of weeks to get agent to come and clear it. And if they can clear it, and I say, okay, yes, even if they're going to throw it, it will not be in my presence sitting down. After all that my mother-in-law did, when I rang my mother-in-law from the airport, I said, Mommy, do you know they're going to throw this? Wow, she screamed. Wow. Poor mommy. So I said, I'm not going to sit down here and let them throw it. So as we speak, it's still there. And I'm getting an agent to do something, whatever.
And where was Bumi and Midi during this?
Midi already walked away somewhere. Bumi is like, let's go. Bumi is so funny. Bumi is like, I think they called the police. And I said, I mean, I'm a child of a police, and I've had police all 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Why will I be scared of any police around here? Yes. They're my friends. Bring them on. Yeah. So that's what I did. Stage was there. Shola was 5 of us. 5 of us went. They were all there. And they're like, oh, I think we're not going to take it. I said, no, we are. Anyway, so it's still in this storage, and it wasn't thrown away. And I'll sit to the bottom of this. I'll come back and tell you what the story is about with this. So that's this aspect of flight and of landing to Australia.
You know, at least you've got your own case in point that you can prove to the authorities about our products that we bring from home.
Yeah.
You know, that we cannot carry through the airport. So that's a good experience.
They gave us something. I met all the specifications. I met all the specifications. Professionally packaged, sealed, labeled, everything is there. But they had the word beans is the problem. But this is not beans.
And it's not a seed.
It's not a seed, it's cooked. It's cooked. I ate it there. It's done. It's not.
Wow.
Because anyway, let's go on a quick break. Come back. There might be more.
Okay.
There might be more. So let's just say today is talking about my experience in Nigeria, my flight, how I came back. But it's not just me because Heidi went to Tijuana. You go to Mexico specifically.
Yes.
And Liz was in Sydney and I was in Africa.
Mama Africa.
Mama Africa. Africa was so sweet. The
Wow.
food, I was eating food like I've never eaten before. It tastes so beautiful. Like they added honey to every single food.
Everything tastes different for some reason. When I went to Egypt in December, I'm eating the same food I eat, but for some eggs
Eggs.
Eggs taste different.
Eggs taste different. It's
Oh
true.
my goodness.
Eggs
Bread,
taste-
eggs, everything just tastes very different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like things have so much flavor.
Mm.
It's like, where's this flavor?
I
Like
know.
you can smell the flavor. It's like,
No.
yeah, it's so good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love
I
that.
went to a couple of my friends' house that we went to, Remy Badru, thank you, just in case you watch this, and Rotimi Badru, Rocco Dada, thank you. These people cooked amazingly. They just spoiled us. I was just eating, and all that. I really, truly appreciate you. But my highlight,
Okay.
when I come back to my highlight, I think Heidi was asking about the highlights.
Yeah.
I've got a lot, but I really want to narrow down on some of the things that I saw in my village that was really appalling. It was really bad. At the maternity home where babies are born
Mm-hmm.
in the village.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to your village, can you check? Let me know. My village, my mom's village, anyway, was very bad. I have a video. I don't know if I can show the video because it would be so terrible. I will still show it, maybe a little clip at some stage.
Mm-hmm.
But my husband saw it, and my husband says, "I'm sure no one has baby here. No one has any baby here." And someone said, "No, 2 days ago they just had a baby." There was,
Wow.
I don't even know. It looks like, I don't know, like, oh man, I don't know how to. It was bad. It was really bad. There was no light there. The whole roof was leaking. The bed is ripped. There's no cloth. Bedpan was on the floor, and theater room was so disgusting. It smells. The whole floor, it's all no tiles, no nothing, was like mud. It was so bad. And this place, they have people that are educated, people that seemingly rich, and they come to this village. What do they say? Apparently, one of my friends from the US, who's my age mate, came last year and did a forfeit with his mate. So that's what I really want to help them to do, this in my own, little part that I can do. And I will just, I'm crying out. It's really, really, really bad. In fact, very bad. Very bad. Lagos, the city is all bubbling. Some of the little videos that I threw out was in Lagos, and you think you're in America.
Wow.
You would think their gym was, most of the hotel gym goes like endless, the green, the platter everywhere, and it was amazing. Half of the place was full of white. The whole place is like beautiful. You will not even think you're in Nigeria. And then I went to that village not far from there, and it's like that. Well, that doesn't make sense. But the king of the village now begged and said, "Please, if there's anything you can do to help us." And I said, "I can't do it alone. I will go back and I'll cry and I'll ask for help." So that's why I'm going to be asking for help. Please help us. Help my village if I come back to you next time. Okay. On that note, I think we just can end the show.
Yeah, it was quite a bit to hear, about your trip, and very insightful. We thank God that you're back in one piece.
Yeah, everyone is safe.
Yeah.
Thank God everyone's safe. No one was sick. There was no car accident. There was no hijacking. There was no fight. My father's funeral was fantastic.
Yeah.
And the undertakers, I've got more videos that I'll show
And
you.
that everybody else is doing well.
Everyone is doing
That's
well.
very good, yeah.
Everyone is doing well. I had a meeting with my siblings after the funeral. We had our little family meeting, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Really good.
That is so good.
Yeah. And to my friend in Botswana, love you guys so much. God bless. So we're going to see you next week with more amazing and insightful topic. Till then, we say bye-bye for now.
Good
Good night.